Andrew, and I'm here to introduce a sample lesson for the Upswing Academy A Plus writing course. I'm going to switch my screen in a second, and you're going to see what a student would see, a sample lesson delivered on Google Classroom. Well, here is the first screen. What do you see in front of you? Well, this would be a sample lesson. There are 4 documents attached. One is a PDF, which has some information. 2 is a poem or a story. 3 is a YouTube video. And 4 is an assignment. My goal today is to briefly introduce how these 4 things together help create a very enjoyable learning experience. Well, first of all, we have the learning itself. Most of our lessons start off with the learning portion. I'm going to switch links for a second. Well, what you see in front of you is a sample learning exercise. We might spend 10 or 15 minutes introducing a strategy for students who are interested in learning how to write short answer questions. This strategy is foundational. It's useful in all subjects, and it's also useful in writing the OSSLT short answer questions. We would review this and we would discuss the open-ended question strategy, which actually involves 4 points: A, P, E, and S. We would have a quick discussion about this, and students would hopefully be able to offer feedback on whether they understood. The next part of the class would involve some reading. We would take a story or a poem. This is a well-known one. It's a simple one. It's called Little Red Riding Hood. It's not the original poem. It's a different version of the poem. And students would have a chance to read it. This applied reading exercise is meant to give students some confidence in reading and help them develop their vocabulary. And it also sets the foundation for the writing exercise, which is soon to follow. The next thing we would do is to see that same writing in a movie form. And it just so happens that there is a movie available. I'm just going to click on it and show you guys a very quick preview. I'll turn off the sound for a second. But basically what you're looking at here is that poem which we just presented in story form. It's a simple poem, it's a simple story, and it's another way for students to learn. And at the end of the lesson would come the homework. Here is where we use these Google Forms. Students would be applying what they learned in their writing to completing writing exercises. So for example, what we have here is an example of a Google form which has some questions. How would you describe the wolf in the story? Use this APES, which we just learned. How would you describe Little Red Riding Hood? Use this APES that we just learned. So at the end of the lesson, students would have learned some writing strategies, would have had a chance to read, would have a chance to be entertained and stimulated, and would have some applied homework. The next class would begin in the opposite sequence, where we would be taking up the homework, talking about the content, and reviewing the lesson plan. A lot of this technology has recently been made available by Google Classroom and has transformed online learning, making it a dynamic, stimulating, user-friendly environment. We're going to be doing lots of lessons like this, and we're very confident that the students will enjoy it and develop critical writing skills. Thanks so much, and looking forward to speaking with you again.